Hello, Sagittarius. I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, and this is your weekly read for the week of the 1st to the 7th of June 2020. It's the weekend when I'm publishing this, the weekend of the 30th, 31st of May, which means that I've got a half price reading sale this weekend. And this weekend it's on my Abundance Money Reads, but this time it's got a twist because my guides are telling me that we often have our relationships, our love life tied up with our abundance. So, in other words, relationships could have caused abundance blocks, or relationships could be showing us the way to our abundance, or what else? There's mirrors going on, there's all kinds of things going on, but often it's tied up. But the way that we do money is the same way as we do relationships, and so each of them can give kind of a window of awareness. Anyway, so that's the guidance that I was getting. So this week, and I've decided to do abundance money reads, but with a twist of love in them as well. And so it may be that your relationship stuff hasn't got anything to do with your finances, but probably it does. And so if it doesn't, then you'll just get a straight up abundance money read about beliefs and all kinds of things like that that are holding your abundance back from you. So anyway, if you'd like to book in for one of those, I get all of my readings out within 24 hours of you booking them. They're 3 pages long. You can book in for one of those up there. So this weekend it makes it 60 Australian dollars instead of 120 Australian dollars, which is about 35.40 American. Now my prices are going up on the 1st, so Monday the 1st of June, which means as soon as this half price sale ends, that price won't be going from 60 to 120, it'll be going from 60 to 150. So 150 is my new price for my readings now. So next weekend, the half price sale will be 75 Australian dollars, just to let you know if you want to book in for this one. If you're on a budget or something, you want to book in for this one, do it this weekend. So Sagittarius, what have you got going on this week? Let's have a look. Okay, I'm going to put that back. Pick 3 cards out there by mistake. Sometimes I take the 3, sometimes I don't. We'll see if it comes out next anyway. You've got changes going on. Sagittarius, changes in groups of friends. I'm feeling like, a lot of signs have got a big shift going on this week, like a big realization. It's like, I'm over this now. And I'm feeling like same energy from you, Sagittarius. Suddenly you're over it. Maybe the group of friends that you've been hanging around, or a particular friend, you just decided, this isn't good for me, I'm over it. Like, there's something that's not good for me about this. Don't want this anymore. And so you're moving away from that too. Now, this could be a conscious thing, as in, you're starting your own business off, or have started your own business off, and you've realized that the friends that you're hanging around with aren't particularly good for you anymore, and you need a whole new group of friends, that kind of thing, that are going to be more aligned with you. It could be that you're realizing, you're headed off into a new direction. So maybe you're like really focused on your health and your fitness and stuff, but the friends that you hang around with, you get together with them and you drink and you smoke and all of that, and it's not compatible. It's not aligned with it. And so you're having that realization this week that you need to make some new choices, have some new friends, that kind of thing, move away from that behavior. Or maybe not new friends, just maybe don't do those things with those friends, do other things with them instead, hang around with it, like go for breakfast with them instead of going for drinks for them in the evening, that kind of thing. Yeah. So you're moving away from certain patterns and behaviors in friendships this week, or having the realization that you need to do that. Probably a good week to take that action on that and make that change while it's coming up. How many times do we have some kind of an aha, and if we don't take action on it straight away, then we forget about it, and then we have to have that same aha again a few weeks or a few months time, and we're like, oh yeah, I remembered this before, but I never even took action on it. Unless you take action, unless you implement something and take action on it, ahas are for nothing. It might change our consciousness a bit, but if it doesn't change our action, then we're not going to get anything from it. You can change your mind as much as you want, but if you just sat there not doing anything, it's not going to manifest into anything, right? So this week is a good week, Sagittarius, for not just realizing this, that you need to make these changes, but for actually making those changes too. Great advice for Sagittarius there. What else have you got going on this week, Sag? It's like you're realizing that you've got far to go. And I'm not meaning by that you're feeling like low and like you haven't got very far yet. I feel like you're kind of setting bigger goals, much bigger goals, wanting much more from your life. And so you're thinking, breaking free of those glass ceilings, thinking, I could do so much more in my life. It's like Sagittarius, you've been kind of doing the same things, working the same job, being around the same friends, or, just being in a repeat pattern for a long time. And then you're suddenly facing this situation. Wait, hang on a minute. I could do way more in my life than this. I could do way more in my life than this. I could experience more than this. I could go different places. I could do different things. I could have more success. I could go traveling. I could, there's so much more that I could do. And so you're facing this situation that you've kind of kept yourself in a box. You've kept yourself limited, and that you don't need to now. It's like your eyes are being opened. Maybe someone's doing that for you. Someone's expanding your vision, saying, "Hey, Sagittarius, did you know you can do this? You know you can do that. You know you like this kind of thing. Well, did you know that you can actually do it? Do you know that you can have this and have that?" And you're like, "Oh, wow, really? Really? I can have that?" And suddenly your mind is opened to breaking free of those limitations, that you are a limitless being, that you can do anything. You can go anywhere and do anything and have anything you want. You really can. Everyone can. Everyone has the potential of that. We're all human beings. We're all on the same planet. It's only when we buy into certain limitations, when we believe them ourselves and we keep ourselves in a certain place, doing the same kind of patterns, that we keep ourselves in those limitations. And so I think this week is all about you realizing that, Sagittarius, that anything is available to you. Everything is available to you. And it's up to you to choose what it is you want from life. But you've got to take action on it. You've got to change patterns. You've got to open the box and get out of that box that you've put yourself in, Sagittarius, to be able to do that. So this week is all about facing that situation of the boxes you've been in. It's like, oh, I didn't realize I've been in a box. Yeah. You're waking up from that box. You're waking up in a box, realizing that you're in a box. And it's like, why am I in a box when, like, the planet is huge? So you're waking up to the circumstances that you've got, but it's more about waking up to yourself. And it's like, oh, I wasn't really appreciating myself properly. I wasn't expecting very much from myself because I wasn't appreciating myself very much. But now I'm appreciating myself more, and I know that I can have more. So you're waking up to what you deserve, what you want, what you deserve, what is available to you, what's possible. Expanding your mind, expanding your vision to a much bigger life for yourself. It's going to lead you to great things doing this. I mean, it's the initiation phase of you realizing that much more is available to you. It's the start of great things. We've got to start it off in our mind first. We've got to be open to it in our mind first. And then it can come about in real life. So you're at the very beginning stages of this. It's like just realizing that a bud is there. It's not nowhere near opening up yet. See the butterfly that went past? Nowhere near opening up yet, that bud. But it's there, and you know that it's there, and you know it's got potential, and you know it's going to be a flower. And it can be a flower, and you can be a flower, and you can bloom, and you're realizing that this week. That's good. That's good, Sagittarius. And be sure to know that that's what it's about. It's about appreciating yourself. The more you appreciate yourself, the more you'll allow good things in your life. You'll allow yourself to reach for more when you're really appreciating yourself. But in order to move to those new things, you've got to love what is. So you've got to love where you're at the moment. Don't start fighting everybody or fighting where you're at now. So you've got this change in friendships. It doesn't mean like have a fight with them and tell them that they should be different and change, and they should be coming with you, and they should be open to these things. It's not about fighting where you're at the moment. So don't try and do that. That's just going to keep you locked in where you are. It's about accepting where you're at now. It's a result of who you've been until now, the beliefs that you've had until now, the consciousness that you've had until now, and loving that. It's important information. Be who you were, and you're going to get what you've got right now. And so that tells you in this moment, if you're changing your mind, if you're deciding you're wanting something more for yourself, you're appreciating yourself more, and you're reaching for more. It shows you that you need to listen to your heart, listen to those things that are pulling you forward, the calling of expansion. The universe is always wanting us to evolve and wanting us to expand. Constantly expanding universe for a reason, and we're constantly growing and expanding, or we can be. If we wake up to our stagnancy, and so the stagnancy that you've been having, the unchanging things that have been going on in your life, love it, because it's all very important information. If you hadn't have lived it, you wouldn't realize these things, Sagittarius. So you got to love where you are. You got to love where you are right now, not fight it, because You manifested this where you are right now, and you manifested it for a reason, and you got to realize that. And so this listen card, it's about listening to the unrest that you've got inside of you that's instigating change, but knowing that it's for good reason. It's not saying you're wrong, your life is wrong, everything's wrong. It's not. It's just a graduation. You know, when you go from one school to the other, or go from one teacher to the other, you don't tell yourself you're wrong. It's like the old school was wrong. What was I doing? The old school was wrong. The old school wasn't wrong. The old school just taught you things to get you to where you are now. And so be in that state. You're graduating, you're moving on to a new school now, Sagittarius. You don't need to fight the old school and make it wrong. But it is right that you're graduating and leaving it behind. But it was a good thing. Yeah. So love what is, love where you're at the moment. You've got so much more coming for you. So it's very much a week of you coming to terms with the change that is coming, feeling it, letting yourself out that box, appreciating yourself more, and realizing that you've got to have some changes in your life. You've got to actually instigate some changes. You've got to do things differently from now on, Sagittarius. It's just coming to terms with that. You're just facing it this week and coming to terms with that so you can reach for way more in your life. It sounds like a good week for me. Does it to you, Sagittarius? If it does, please click a like and subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment. What did you get out of that? How does it resonate with you? Love hearing from you. And if you'd like one of those money abundance reads with a twist of love, then you can book in for one of those. There'll be a link around about there to book in. Have an awesome week, Sag. I'll see you next time. Bye.